to our new episode, which tells you all about how we test valves to make them better for you. When you're buying valves, confidence starts with the testing. At Valve Tube Guitar Amps, we test valves in-house so we can check the performance before they reach your amplifier. Our testers, the VTG 100 and the VTG 200, were custom designed to test at higher volumes without sacrificing quality. Key features are testing at higher voltages and listening for noise. A Maximatcher is a familiar tool for matching output valves, made in the United States. Here's one over here. It's particularly good for checking current draw under test conditions. Simple to use, but it's one approach in the bigger picture of valve testing. It's neat and simple. It tests 4 at a time, but you have to rotate to test them 1 at a time. So it's not fast. And the other issue is you can't hear them. So if the valves are noisy, you'd never know. So classic AVO testers have earned a reputation for good reason. They're excellent, they're well regarded instruments, especially for traditional valve assessment. But they were designed in a different era. Here's a Mark II. This one dates from 1947. And the workflow, testing 1 at a time, may not always be the best way of doing it for modern guitar amp valve testing. Ideally, you want to match them, test 4 at a time. This only tests 1 at a time. Slow. And you've got to wait in each valve heating up independently. And you cannot listen to them. At the back, you can see the VTGA 100 preamp tester. Now, this one will test 16 valves at a time, like ECC 83s, 12AX7s. And you can see we can monitor all of them at the same time. There is a switch where we can look at each side of the valve, and then we can improve the resolution. I'll point to it in case you can see it. There's there. And that means we can be really accurate, and means we can find balanced ones. And here is the VTGA 200. It was custom designed. It's an output stage of an amp, basically. And the meters on the front, we monitor screen current, the high voltage. You probably can't see that, it's sitting at 510 right now. The bias voltage, which is minus 29.6, screen volts 342, and of course these meters are reading all zeros because there's no power supply high voltage applied. So now I'm going to apply it. And now you'll see these move around. Now these are 4 valves that were matched supposedly by JJ Electronic, and you can see the actual results. They have been on quite a while, so they are quite warm. 40.3, 40.2, that's great, 39.7 and 41.7. So the biggest difference between there is 1.9 millivolts, and that's under 5%. You can hear the valves monitor them. I can tap them to hear if they've got rattles. You always get a little bit of a rattle. Some valves are really awful, but these are pretty good. So very simple. And oh, by the way, just point out, screen current 0.62 milliamps, nice and low. So if you want to test EL84s on most testers, little EL84 in your Fender Blues Junior, Vox AC15, PV Classic 30, then most testers can do it. Whether you can listen to them or not, it's a different matter. Now, when you come to one of these, the 6550, the big 28 watt, 24 watt valve that's in the Ampeg SVT bass amps, the Marshall VBA 400, I think, but definitely the Ampeg SVT. These normally run at about 650 volts plus. So how do you know they're going to work and be matched if they're not matched at 650? That's where the VTGA 200 comes into its own, and it's continuously variable voltage. So if you want to get valves that are fully tested at real amp voltages, get a test certificate showing the test results and all the test conditions, buy them from valvetubeguitaramps.com.